No one can understand the life of a woman in the developing world better than another woman in any part of the world. Because while the struggles may be different, they're also very much the same. The struggle to be equal and to be allowed to realize your potential.
We live in a generation and community where there is little to no gender inequality or discrimination, where there are rarely any arranged marriages, and where there are many restrictions for purchasing controlled substances. However, let's look at how different things are just a little far from us. When we hear the word terrorism, we may think about suicide missions, mustard gas, the World Trade Center blowing up, or hotel bombings. But men have found another way to pass on their control and power. This unspeakable, uncontrolled practice is called acid violence, which is becoming a common practice in certain parts of the world.
Between April and June this year, hospitals in the Punjab province saw almost 220 cases of women suffering acid burns. Such chemicals are easily available on this street, located in one of Lahore's busiest markets. Anyone can pay for a bottle filled with hydrochloric or sulfuric acid. No licenses or identification checks are required.
The statistics are frightening and the stories are heartbreaking. There are hundreds and thousands of these cases worldwide, but most stories go unheard of. Reported reasons for the acid-throwing attacks include the refusal of an offer of marriage, dowry disputes, domestic fights, and disputes over money or property. In Pakistan alone, there are over 100 reported attacks a year. Many attacks go unreported as victims fear reprisals.
ये जो जलाया मेरे हस्बैंड ने जलाया, ठीक है, तो मैं सो रही थी तो अम्मी के घर में आया इस तरह, तो उसने मुझे जला दिया. खुद ही वो इंसान ऐसा था कि वो नहीं रखना चाहता मुझे.
मैं उस वक्त 13 साल की थी जब मेरे साथ अटैक हुआ है. उससे पहले जो मेरे स्कूल टीचर और उसके फ्रेंड ने मेरा रास्ता रोका है, तो मैंने साथ जाने से इनकार किया, तो इस वजह से उन्होंने मेरे ऊपर तेजाब गिरा दिया.
मैं एक रात सो रही थी, उसने तेजाब फेंका. मेरे चेहरे पर नहीं था लेकिन मेरे कंधे पर था. फिर उसने जब 1 साल बाद फेंका, वो मेरे चेहरे पे गया था. वो रिश्ते की वजह से फेंका था ना.
बस खत्म हो गए. इसने गालियां देनी शुरू कर दी, मारना शुरू कर दिया. जब मैंने देखा कि हमारा गुजारा बिल्कुल नहीं हो सकता, मैं कोर्ट चली गई. तो तीसरी पेशी में जब मैं निकली तो कहते हैं कि तुम मुझसे तलाक चाहती हो, मैं तुम्हें मज़ा चखाऊंगा, मैं तुम्हें दुनिया के लिए इबरत बना दूंगा. ये कह कि उन्होंने 1 मिनट नहीं लगाया, उन्होंने मुझे तेजाब दिला दिया.
हम तो मासूम बच्चे, तो इसने हमारा चेहरा क्यों खराब किया था? हमारे क्या कसूर था?
I think it comes out of this mindset of men that they have a right over a young woman that they fancy, and she cannot possibly refuse him.
तो आपने उसको तलाक दे दी थी?
जी नहीं दी.
क्यों नहीं दी?
वो मेरी शरीक हयात है, मैंने उससे शादी किया, मेरी इज्जत है. वो कैसे दे देता तलाक इतनी जल्दी?
यही कुछ होना था और क्या. हर मैदान में पेश हैं. बड़े बड़े अच्छे काम कर रही हैं औरतें.
किस किस्म के अच्छे काम?
जो दुनिया का नाक काटने वाले.
Acid violence has a damaging impact on the lives of the victims, psychologically, socially, and financially.
उसने 1 सेकंड नहीं लगाया, 1 सेकंड में मेरी जिंदगी बर्बाद कर दी. 1 सेकंड.
I will never be able to get my good looks back, because to do so will cost a lot of money, and my family can't afford it. I smile and laugh and seem merry in front of people, because if I appear unhappy, then it makes everyone in my family sad. That's why, despite the pain inside me, I never appear sad and always show people that I'm happy on the outside.
ऐसे जिंदा रहने से तो मर जाना बेहतर है.
The victimized women no longer live in fair and just conditions, but instead suffer from lack of opportunity for work and housing, and so they must live in their own communities on the outskirts of society. Treatment is too expensive for most victims and is an excruciatingly painful experience. The violence of acid throwing comes not only in its physical pain, but more in the permanent impairment it causes, and the shame that it inflicts upon the woman and her family.
मेरी शक्ल खराब हो गई है, मेरी जिंदगी तबाह हो गई है और किसी को कोई सजा नहीं हुई। कहाँ है इंसाफ?
अब आपसे मेरी ये दरख्वास्त है कि आप कोई ऐसा करें कि हम जो ऐसे मकसद औरतें होती हैं ना, सबके मसले हल करें, कुछ ना कुछ हमारे लिए करें।
अपने ना पराए इन्हें पहचानते हैं, कैसे टूटी हैं गरीबों पे बिजलियां देखो। कोई तो रोक ले इन जुल्म ढाने वालों को, कोई इंसान का मर मर के ये जीना देखो। ऐ इब्ने आदम, ऐ हमवतन, ऐ हुक्मरां, तुमसे इंसाफ तलब हैं ये बेटियां देखो।
Women all over the world are denied equal rights and equal opportunities. They are often faced with discrimination and injustices such as acid violence. However, in a modernized and relatively equal nation like the United States, women are given the power to make a difference. Women are given the power to advance in their education and careers. Women are given the power to advance their social positions. And this is clearly demonstrated by the presence of women in almost every field of work in the United States. But today, I ask you, you women, the women of the United States, with the power to make change encompassed within them, what if this was you? What if? If this barbaric practice outrages you, act today. Act today to criminalize acid violence by contacting your local government. Act today to push for change for women in these discriminatory countries. Act today to push for corporate accountability to prevent easy access to acid. Act today.